Is weird, odd, strange, or just plain bizarre is really your cup of tea? Then the Golden State Media Concepts Weird News Podcast will give you that fix. Can't believe it? Well, listen for yourself as we deliver the strangest news you definitely won't find on CNN or Fox. It's the Golden State Media Concepts Weird News Podcast.
Welcome to the Golden State Media Concepts Best of Weird News Podcast. I'm Shane Northrup, and I am going to be your host for the show. Coming up right now, Jordan and Keith are going to talk to you guys about the first ever American penis transplant. And then Tasia, Jordan, and the real Ravina are going to talk to you guys about a little boy in China who can see in the dark. You're not going to want to miss it. Stick around.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Golden State Media Concepts Weird News Podcast, Episode 1, recording from a secret government testing facility deep in the Antarctic Circle. It's going to be your favorite hosts, Jordan and Keith.
Keith and Jordan.
Keith and Jordan, as some people would like to say, depending on who you're asking.
Oh, yeah.
Now, this is going to be Weird News, Episode 1. If you guys are unfamiliar with it, we are in a testing lab. This is all about testing, but I think this is going to be great. We're going to deliver the news that is seriously just kind of strange and just things that you would kind of listen to that you could then share to friends at a water cooler or on a train.
Okay.
Sure to have a good time. Sure to have a good time.
That was pretty random. All right. But I'll go with it. Sure.
All right. Weird news. All right. We're going to do our first story here. It's a great story. It's an interesting story.
What is the story, Jordan?
It's all about Mr. Thomas Manning. That's right. The 64-year-old man.
Not Eli, but Thomas.
No, yeah, definitely Thomas.
Go ahead.
Probably no relation. No.
Yeah, we don't know.
The other Manning.
Yes.
The Halifax, Massachusetts bank courier who just got his successful penis transplant. Right?
Yes, the first successful one in America.
The first in America. So it's been done a couple times before. It's been done in South Africa, and it was done it was South Africa back in 2014 and in China back in 2005. But it's for the first U.S. penis transplant that I guess successful.
Yes,
I don't know.
Yes, it's great news. It's an amazing story. Thomas Manning apparently had penile cancer. And, yeah, so, I mean, it's one thing to get testicular cancer. I didn't even know you could have penile cancer, so I was like, whoa. But talk about having hope and a miracle. So, yeah, he got the surgery. It was from a donor, a deceased donor.
I hope it was from a donor, yeah.
Yeah, that's true. I thought about it after I said it, but yeah, okay.
From a specialty store.
But yeah, so he's apparently doing well. It's going to take probably a few months before he's fully active with his new penis.
Well, depending on what kind of activity you're talking about. So in a few weeks, we're thinking urination is going to be a definite thing.
Okay.
And hopefully, if all goes well, you are going to be able to use it sexually in a few months. So
don't look at me like that.
Good on you, Thomas Manning.
I don't have the issue. Okay.
Come on,
Thomas
Keith.
Manning. Got you. Okay. Like you are going to be. I'm like, excuse me.
Did I say Thomas Manning that time?
No, you didn't.
Okay, good. Well, Keith, how does that make you feel? What are you feeling when it comes to penis transplants? Would you be up for a penis transplant?
Man,
that's a good question.
Wow, did you really ask me that question?
Yeah, well,
I should know better by now. So yeah, if that happened to me, I'd be all for it. I would have been campaigning for that for a long time. Yeah, I think it's great. Yeah, I'm glad. I mean, because you can't imagine how he might feel going through all that.
Yeah.
So I'm very happy for him, and I'm glad that he was brave and courageous enough to share that news with everybody. Because some people are embarrassed by stuff like that. I mean, so I think that's cool.
Well, I think, cool. If you're like paving the way, this is kind of medical history as far as U.S. goes. I mean, even then, it's the third successful one. In the other two cases,
please talk about that.
Okay, yeah, and I hate to say this. I mean, I believe it's South Africa, maybe the China. The transplant went okay, and he was still able to have children. He was able to still have kids. So that was the thing.
No, dude, it's the other way around. South Africa.
South Africa? South Africa. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, South Africa, because the guy in China didn't like it and asked to have it removed.
Thank you. That happened. He and his wife were too uncomfortable with it.
I mean, who turns back their new penis? Who does that?
Well, Keith, you've never had a new penis. I don't think you can say that. Maybe there's...
I'm just like, okay, it doesn't make any sense, but hey, it is what it is. But yeah, he and his wife were uncomfortable with it. I'm like, okay. But yeah, the guy from South Africa was able to father a child. So
he was able to father a child. That's amazing, right?
Yeah. Now, Thomas doesn't have a situation because he did not receive any testicles.
Yeah, he did not.
So, but, that could be down the pipeline. So we'll see. But he's 64. He might already have kids. I don't know. So,
well, he was quoted with saying to the whole experience that, and I quote, "I can just feel like movement and life in it already. I feel that we belong together."
Yes.
So,
yes.
That's kind of beautiful.
Yes.
For a second, you could forget that he was talking about a transplanted penis and just something far more romantic with those lines.
Well, hey, it all works. So good for him. Well, it will work. It will work soon. So
it all goes right.
Shout out to Thomas Manning. We're happy for you. Good stuff. And
congratulations, bud.
Being our story on our Weird News.
Mine are just like a boring brown.
But have you guys heard that having colored eyes is technically a mutation within your genes?
Yeah.
Is that a bad thing?
In my opinion, I think it's a good thing. And in this boy's personal life, it must be an amazing thing, because there has been found that this boy in China has night vision. He literally is like the Siamese cat. His eyes, that's what they look like.
Oh my goodness, You're right.
He literally
has
neon
eyes. I'm just looking at the picture right now, and this is pretty crazy.
He's able to fill out questionnaires in a pitch black room when they were doing tests on him, and he looks terrifying.
Yeah. Well, he looks only terrifying, like Jordan says, because of the fact that he has the eyes that resemble a cat.
No, yeah, he's probably not like a bad kid.
Yeah, so when you look at him, it's just like, whoa, that ghost effect.
Or those crazy contact lenses you were able to get that just made people look bizarre for album covers?
Yeah, because they're a bit different than blue. They're fluorescent, put it that way. They're very when you shine your light over your cat or dog's eyes, that fluorescent color, that greenish light.
Yeah, that glow.
That glow. He got that glow. Ooh, I love that. I wish I had that glow.
I wish I had his eyes, though.
Would you be okay with having freaky eyes, where people go, "Oh my God, look at her eyes," if you could see perfectly in darkness?
Yes, I would be okay with that.
I'm somebody that really likes to keep the room really dark so I can sleep late, or just so the light doesn't hit in the blinds.
But when he closes his eyes, does he still see light? Then does he not see the black?
No, because
can he see through his eyelids?
No, he can't. I don't think so.
No.
I highly doubt it, Ravina. Yeah. I highly doubt that he can see.
That's just not how eyelids work.
Hey, close your eyes for a second, right? You see darkness when you close your eyes. But what if he sees the inside of his eyelids since he has night vision?
But that's still him seeing through things. And
okay, yeah, no, but okay, maybe he won't
I want to
see through
explain
it,
to you how this works.
Maybe,
so bad.
No. Okay, close your eyes. Right when you're looking through your eyelid.
We're all closing
maybe he's not
when
looking.
We're looking through our eyelids.
Okay,
we're closing our eyes.
Okay,
you look great when my eyes are closed, Ravina.
Not closing. You guys got me all frazzled. I was just trying to say when he closes his eyes, he probably sees the red and the inside of his eyelid, not outside, right? So how does he see darkness when he tries to sleep? Does he have sleep apnea?
I mean, I understand what you're
trying to say.
Wait, what do you mean? Does he have sleep apnea?
No, I meant
she's just saying.
Oh, okay, insomnia.
She's just pretty much saying since he can see in the dark when he closes his eyes, anyways. Is it still in a sense the same perception that he would see when he's in the dark?
But then he would still be seeing through things.
That's what we're trying to say. He can't see through it. He can't see
no, but he can see when you see black when you close your eyes, he probably sees red because if you lift up your eyelid, it's red underneath. That's what I'm saying.
But he's not colorblind or anything. It's just a simple fact that he can see when the lights are off.
I know what you're trying to say.
Sure, you guys do.
I really do.
Eyes,
I'm just trying to
Yeah, no color is changing within his eyes, other than the fact that he can see when it's dark outside.
Okay, question number 2. Do cats have night vision then? Since
Yes.
they have fluorescent eyes.
Night vision cats.
Yeah, just
They actually do?
Yeah.
Well, this is what
I'm going to stop talking now because I need to go pick up
This is
a
what
book.
it said. The documentary said that dogs are only able to see in like 2-3 colors, like 3 base colors, like red, yellow,
they just
and
have like a different perception. Like our green is their rainbow.
yeah.
Swirls.
So dogs
they're
don't
rainbow.
see how humans see?
No,
No.
they don't. They also don't see in black and white. They see
Oh
in
my
color.
god, we blew your mind today.
Right? I know.
So my dog
I'm learning
doesn't
something
see
new every
me
day.
like how I look. He sees me looking red, blue, and green.
Yeah, he just doesn't see. No, he doesn't see.
No,
you
not
through
necessarily
red,
like
blue, green.
that. He only necessarily sees those 3 primary colors.
So
on
imagine
their
like
plane.
if that red for you, your microphone red, was my blue. That's your dog. He just sees things through a different like spectrum.
And then like the things around us, like instead of seeing gray, he might just see black. It's not like there's no perception of all the color that's there for them.
Oh, it's fine, Ravina. He can smell really a lot better than you can. It balances out.
And we are coming up on a commercial break. When we get back, Jordan and Keith are going to talk to you guys about the saga of Browser the Library Cat. You are not going to want to miss this one, guys. Please stick around.
Are you looking for help for your fantasy football team? Check out the GSMC Fantasy Football Podcast. Get today's best advice on who to start, who to sit, even who you should draft. From sleeper picks to red-hot lineups, they got it all covered for you. That's gsmcpodcast.com/fantasy-football-podcast. We'll cover traditional leagues, dynasty, PPR, even IDP leagues. When you need fantasy help, there's just one show to hit up. Don't forget to like them on Facebook and follow them on Twitter. Visit gsmcpodcast.com for more info.
Your description was really bizarre. It was weird. So, with the news, but okay.
That's how we're able to get away with a lot of stuff here. We can
Right?
just chalk it up to weird news.
Yes. Speaking of cats and raccoons and pets, so
I think I went too far with raccoon. You're right.
yeah, you did, but it's okay.
We'll edit it out.
You love to say that. So there is a library cat that is getting fired from their job, and they're getting evicted. I kid you not. The cat's name is Browser, and the cat resides and works in a small town in Texas called White Settlement. Yeah, that's the name of the town.
What?
The town is called White Settlement in Texas. Yeah.
Are you serious? Oh my God, it is.
Yeah, man. I kid you not. So, and the cat's name is Browser. Oh man, it gets good. It just gets better and better, bro.
There's a place called White Settlement.
Yes, dude. Welcome to America, bro. Welcome to
It's
America.
done a really good job of flying under the radar up until this point.
Right? I'm like, wow, this is really happening.
I think that's the news story here, right?
Oh yeah, bro. Oh yeah. So the city council got together and they decided to vote
The White
to,
Settlement Council.
Right. Yes.
We
Yes.
just throw
Technically
White
speaking,
Settlement
yes.
to anything we can call it.
Yeah, that's what it is. So the cat's name's Browser. He's beloved by the library workers and the people who come into the library. They love him.
Yeah.
So basically, he got ousted. He got voted out. So now there are people who come into the library. They love Browser so much they're wanting to adopt him, take him home. And the library is like, no, he works here. We love him. He's a staple to the library. People come to the library, they get their books, and they see him, they feel comfortable. It's crazy. I mean, I believe initially they got him from a shelter, and he's just been there ever since. But what disturbs me is that the city council, for White Settlement, Texas, they got together. Now, when you vote for a city councel, you're trusting these elected officials to help run your city.
Get to the point, Keith.
To help run your city.
Yeah, no, okay.
Okay, so, to make sure that little things like your city economy is running well. So it was more important to put a bill together to evict a cat from a library.
We're on the same page. If I can say this, what this really sounds like to me is like a bad kids movie where everyone, maybe the cat can talk in this instance, or maybe he's like Garfielding where he can only think things, and that's really humorous. But this cat just loved books so much. I'm creating the movie as we go on. He's just a book-loving cat. He's reading all the classics. All of a sudden, the mean bad, and I'm going to go ahead and quote this right here, that no one thought that there was a problem with Browser. You basically said that. They said that somebody said that the city council just went out of their way, because they don't like cats. That's the thing. Just because they don't like cats, and it may be something else. Maybe someone was allergic and they had a complaint, but
and that happened. So what they did for that library patron. That library patron would call in ahead of time now, and they would move Browser out so that patron could come in and do their thing, so they wouldn't be affected by it. So they were sensitive to people like that.
In a place so small that you can get away with calling yourself White Settlement,
right?
I think that's something that's easily workaroundable, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I'm just like, wow. So I mean, you have a vendetta against the cat.
Well, that's the movie, though. This cat's going to have to overcome if there's going to make something based off of him.
Yeah, I mean,
do you think that you would watch do you watch kids movies?
Oh, sure. Browser the Cat would be a great movie story, a true story. So if you guys are listening, make this into a movie because everyone will watch it, and then, well. The White Settlement Council, City Council, well, they're going to have...
They already sound like bad guys whenever you say that name.
Right?
They already like...
I mean, it's 2016, and that's still the name of the city. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, but no, I guess we can't have that. We can't have a podcast that's dedicated to that, but we can't be the only people that think that sounds ridiculously silly, right?
Well, there was a petition with 6,000 signatures to not evict him, but the council voted 2-1 to boot him, gave him 30 days to find a new place to live. I mean, they're acting like Browser is like, has, paying rent and everything, and he stopped paying rent.
It just seems silly. Yeah, I totally agree with you.
Yeah.
I don't know even what to handle it.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, I just had to talk about that. That's just, yeah.
Well, even if you're not a cat person, I'm sure you can root for this cat. Because
his eviction day is July 14th.
And, I think since it comes from a small town, it all just feels so silly that this is a thing, Like, the entire story just feels silly.
I think so.
Well,
yeah. I mean, but and I'm not really big on cats, but I like Browser, and I'm not gonna do something like this.
I like
that's
just
just not
Browser.
Yeah, I think that's pretty cool too. And and they say that he's sitting right next to you see the picture of him. He's sitting right next to a sign that says "Read." I mean, it's very cute. I mean, and they say that with this cat, if he knows you're a cat person, he'll make way towards you. If he knows that you're not, he won't bother you. Just minding his own business. Yeah. So I'm down with the Browser the cat. I'm down with the Browser. I am.
Browser, the story of a hero, coming to theaters July something in 2000, maybe.
That's in White Settlement, Texas. It really is.
Yeah, last week we did a story on Browser the cat.
Yes.
In the good old town of
White Settlement, Texas.
White Settlement, Texas.
Yeah, that's really the name of the town. Yeah, people. Yeah. Only in America.
I'd love to see the brochure on this place.
I know, right? Come to White Settlement to have a good time.
Oh, man. Maybe. That should be like the guy looking confused on the brochure.
Right? Oh, yeah. The gift that keeps on giving,
Yeah. So Browser the cat was living in the library. And, he's lived there for 5 years. He became just a household name if you lived in White Settlement, Texas.
Exactly.
Let's go to the library. There were people that had pet allergies, but they would just call in advance and say, or there was one guy, I believe, he had an allergy to cats, but he just called in advance, say, hey, put Browser in the other room for a minute. I need to go check out a book. So really no harm, no foul. But the council was starting to vote to get rid of Browser the cat, evict him from the library.
Oh, yeah.
That was last week, guys. But now we have an update. And thanks to me and Keith, maybe. Probably
Keith
not.
and I.
Keith and I. Okay, all right. Keith and I All right. We have now, and it could actually had nothing to do with this, but let's pretend it did. They re-voted, and it's unanimous that the cat stays.
It could have had everything to do with this.
Yeah, who knows? He could have. Yeah, who knows? Yeah. I mean, we had that power. Maybe we have a big fan base in White Settlement, Texas.
No one man should have all that power. Sorry.
All right. No, it's cool. It's cool that was called for. Yeah. So, White Settlement, Texas is now keeping Browser the cat. It's fun. You can see how many times we can say White Settlement, Texas in this news story about Browser the cat in White Settlement, Texas.
I'm still trying. I still can't get over the fact that the city council thought it was prudent to evict a cat from a library.
I don't know.
That was their agenda.
There's some backstory. We've learned what it is now.
What's that?
Okay, so there was apparently there was a city employee, and they were angry at not being allowed to keep their pet at work. So they started the anti-cat stuff.
Right. But once again, like I said, still having a hard time with the fact that the city council thought that was prudent in the first place.
Yeah, well, I think it really goes to show, and that's something we didn't know last week. It's something we thought, but now we know for sure. Someone literally tried to ban the cat because they were being bratty and they didn't get their cat at work.
Still no excuse.
It's ridiculous, right?
Abusing your power as a city council.
You're being a child. You didn't get the flavor of ice cream you want, so no one gets ice cream, period.
Exactly. So it's just
dare
cool.
you, city employee at White Settlement, Texas.
City council member. City council members. Yes.
Is it? No, it's just a city employee. And then they started the whole crusade against getting rid of all cats.
But the fact that the city council voted for that, bro.
Yeah. Well, I think I'd like to think I'd have a little bit of faith in White Settlement, Texas, that they just didn't care enough. Maybe they're not all bad people in White Settlement, Texas.
I never said they were, but I'm just still tripping off the city council, but it's cool. Anyway.
It was ridiculous. But they then voted unanimously that the cat gets to stay. So not bad people after all. That's why I think they just didn't care a lot.
Yeah, never should have went there in the first place, but go ahead. Just saying. It's important to run a city. That's all.
Well, the council member, Jim Ryan, he said during a Friday meeting that they had personally received 1,394 messages in the past week from all over the United States, as well as Germany, Australia, Malaysia, Guam, and even
Golden
LA.
State Media Concepts Podcast, baby. Weird News with Jordan and Keith is the reason. I know. I feel it in my soul.
You're very confident. I'm happy.
Hey, you got me to raise my voice there, bro. So, yeah, I love it. Yeah.
Well, they were worried at first that the cat's president was going to hurt with the allergies, but then they said anyone that has a problem with it can just call in and tell ahead of time.
We discussed this last week, bro. Yeah, we already.
Yeah, so that's something I think we already said, and then now this is what they're saying is the official way to go on.
Malaysia, China, everybody who wrote in, we thank you. We love you.
Italy, yeah.
Guam and Italy, thank you for listening. We love you. Yeah.
China didn't do it.
Oh, well, we love you anyway.
Yeah.
At least for now.
And we are coming up on yet again another break on the Golden State Media Concepts Best of Weird News Podcast. When we get back, Jordan and Keith are going to talk to you guys about the best Nerf gun ever made. It's huge. And they're also going to talk to you guys about a dolphin that took an iPad out of a woman's hand. Stick around.
Tired of searching the vast jungle of podcasts? Now listen close and hear this out. There's a podcast network that covers just about everything that you've been searching. Hey! The Golden State Media Concepts Podcast Network is here. Nothing less than a podcast bliss with endless hours of podcast coverage. From news, sports, music, fashion, cooking, entertainment, fantasy, football, and so much more. So stop lurking around and go straight out to the Golden State Media Concepts Podcast Network. Guaranteed to fill that podcast itch, whatever it may be.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Golden State Media Concepts Weird News Podcast.
Welcome.
I'm Jordan.
I'm Keith.
Nice to meet you guys again. Okay, so let's pick up where we left off. Do you know where we left off, Keith?
So, there is best Nerf gun ever. NASA Nerf gun. Jordan.
I can work with that. Okay, let me try to put a story together with those words.
Yes.
How about NASA engineers build the world's biggest Nerf gun?
Yeah, because that's where your NASA money's going. Oh, yeah.
Let's not diss NASA, okay? They already need all the support they can get.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so yeah, they made this Nerf gun out of pool noodles, the noodles for the pool, the foam ones, and plungers.
That's just doing way too much, dude. Way too much.
What do you mean? Like, what's your beef with this?
It's just way too much.
It's a Nerf
man.
gun.
Yeah. I mean, I saw a picture. That thing was huge. It was huge.
It's more than
who
huge.
makes a Nerf gun using plungers? Who does that?
Do you
talk about overkill at the office?
I just like
overcompensate much, dude.
Like,
does
really
he have a
mad
small?
at that
Does he have a
phrase.
small like Corvette that he drives as well? I mean,
I don't understand. Like, are you having a stroke right now?
no, not at all.
I don't understand where you're coming from. Okay, it's the dark. Jesus. Okay, so that the gun can fire 40 miles per hour and can nearly travel 400 feet. So it's already, you can see how necessary that is. That's definitely.
And this is created by Mark Rober.
Yeah.
And
of NASA.
Yeah.
And you guys all know NASA, right? It's that thing that keeps sending things into space. God. What's your beef with NASA, Keith?
Oversimplification.
What do you hate about space?
Oversimplification much? The gun is powered by a paintball canister.
Yeah.
And it's shooting like 3,000 pounds per square inch.
Which is a lot.
Who wants to get hit with that, dude? That's not even a Nerf anymore, bro.
This is never about getting hit with something, Keith.
It's a Nerf gun. You shoot it to hit somebody with it.
You don't always shoot a Nerf gun to hit somebody with it.
Yeah, actually you do.
No, you shoot targets, too. That's why they have the suction cup at the end. And they come with a target. It's a fantastic Nerf gun.
40 miles an hour? Man.
Are you seeing the picture right now?
Dude, it's huge. I saw the picture earlier. It's just crazy.
I'm watching it destroy a watermelon, so...
See, that's just wrong.
Well, how's that wrong?
Destroying fruit, dude.
God, Keith, what's
Too
wrong
much
with
time on your hands.
Back. Hey, everybody. How's it going?
Hey.
This is the Golden State Media Concepts Weird News Podcast, and
That's Jordan.
I forgot. No, still Jordan.
And I'm Keith.
Still
Yes.
Keith. Yeah.
Yes.
So,
And we're having fun with Weird News this fine week. This fine
as far
day.
as you people know, we're having fun. This is a good show. as far as we projected.
Yes, and
That's-
we will
it's a
find
fun
some
one,
elk
yeah.
later. So
I'm genuinely having fun. Yeah.
definitely. There it is.
So-
What you got for me, Mr. Jordan? What's up?
Well,
What's on
we
deck,
can
sir?
talk about dolphins or we can talk about therapy.
Oh, we can't talk about both?
I guess fine. Yeah, sure. If you want to swing both these in, yeah. Which one do you want to do first? You want to save the best for last, or?
Yeah, so Dolphin snatches iPad of woman taking its photo at SeaWorld. Good for you, Dolphin. Dolphin's like, nope, no pictures. No pictures. I need more food first. You know what I'm saying? Dolphin, doesn't want to get sweated by the paparazzi, apparently. So,
Yeah.
So
The dolphin, this woman was, just taking a picture of the dolphin.
Uh-huh.
It snatched the iPad, brought it back into the water. The loudspeaker was saying, as you can see, the dolphins can reach your loose items, which was a little bit too late for a disclaimer. That's like...
right?
That's like, if you're choking on food and then the restaurant manager comes out and says, oh, by the way, you can choke on this stuff. Just a heads up, covering your face, like, while the person's
dolphin
choking.
just threw it in the water like it was like having a movie star temper tantrum. I love it. I think it's great. I'm glad dolphins are having like diva moments. I think
it's
beautiful.
fun, sure. I still think the squirrels were funner to watch as far as things on video, but
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, this was nice. This was cool.
Because dolphins are so cute and everyone loves the dolphin. Dolphin is having a bad day.
Just a bad day dolphin,
Yeah, just like I'm not having it. I'm not in the mood. Leave me alone. No pictures.
So I don't know much about the iPad. Normally we're able to tell you guys if something's okay, but we don't know about this iPad. So I'm just hoping for the best, that everything's going to be all right. In the meantime, dolphins, man. Malicious creatures.
Oh, but hey.
They have a right to be. They're majestic, but man.
Malicious? I mean, I don't know if I'm calling
Potentially.
it malicious. Just being grouchy and grumpy. They was having a diva moment.
You think maybe he was trying to have fun?
He was having a diva moment. He's like, no.
Yeah, it didn't. I saw it didn't look like a fun thing. It looked like there's some malicious.
Well, just don't call them godless creatures, and we're okay.
Yeah, I love dolphins.
Everyone loves dolphins.
Who doesn't love dolphins?
Exactly. Leave the dolphins alone.
Yeah, I mean, they're in the sea. We can't even access them. Like, we don't even see them at their worst. Kind of like if you have somebody that you like a whole lot, but you feel like if you're around them 24/7, it gets super old. Mm-hmm. I feel like that could be a dolphin, but it's not because we have our space. We're separated by like an entirely, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
By ocean.
This is true.
We just see the best of a dolphin.
Usually, yes.
Even then, it gets pretty bad.
Like I said, this is great.
We've heard some dolphin stories, right?
Well, not really. Just this one, at least for me. Just this one.
Really?
Yeah, this is my only dolphin story I've heard where a dolphin was acting out. I think it's adorable. I think it's great. Like I said, hey, if human beings can have temper tantrums and throw away, and stomp on cameras, why can't a dolphin throw an iPod in the water?
I'd be careful.
iPad. Excuse me.
There's been a lot of bad things happening to dolphins.
Man, don't hate on the dolphins.
Yeah.
If Wu-Tang is for the children, Jordan and Keith are for the dolphins.
Okay. All right.
So don't forget that. Quoting ODB there. Wu-Tang is for the children.
I feel like if we can back up one thing, let's do dolphins. That'd be great.
Jordan and Keith are for the dolphins. That's right. So.
And listeners, that about wraps up the show. This has been the Golden State Media Concepts Best of Weird News Podcast. I am your host for the day, Shay. And you can find us on Stitcher, SoundCloud. You can find us on YouTube. You can find us on GSMCpodcast.com. And follow us on Twitter and Facebook. Thank you for listening, and have a good one.
You've been listening to the Golden State Media Concepts Weird News Podcast, part of the Golden State Media Concepts Podcast Network. You can find this show and others like it at www.gsmcpodcast.com. Download our podcast on iTunes, Stitcher, SoundCloud, and Google Play. Just type in GSMC to find all the shows from the Golden State Media Concepts Podcast Network, from movies to music, from sports to entertainment, and even weird news. You can also follow us on Twitter and on Facebook. Thank you, and we hope you have enjoyed today's program.